4-5 Sports. Today we're talking about Week 7 college football. Started off with the Cowboys with a tough loss. Not gonna lie.
So, Gary, I know you were there. I didn't get to watch most of it.
Okay.
What happened? I saw we were up by 14.
I was like, holy
And
cow, we're going to beat them by...
Yes.
Was it 17? I didn't know you guys
I was
said.
like,
So
holy cow, we're going to beat them by...
Yeah. So I quit checking my phone. Like, oh, we got it. And I
Well,
look back
at
and it's
halftime,
tied.
I was like, okay, this is exactly like the Baylor game. That's exactly what happened. They're going to come out. They tried to come back a little bit, and we just shut them down. Well, that didn't happen. Gundy said we didn't try to get conservative. I don't know what that even means, because it looked a lot like we did. Spencer was also hurt, I think. He underthrew passes that he doesn't normally underthrow. We'll be fine. It's just frustrating because we could literally be number 5 in the country.
There's a difference between getting conservative and running the ball to allow your defense to sit on the sideline a little bit more. And what we did was get conservative. I completely understand you have to establish the run to open other things up, but if you're running for a yard a carry or less than that, you can't keep doing it. You can't keep doing it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't TCU that said this, but Baylor, their linebacker said to a T, they knew what we were running the entire game. They knew exactly what we were running because we run the same thing every time. They just couldn't stop it. TCU knew exactly what we were running and they could stop it. It's crazy how that works. When you run the same zone run, it's not that hard to figure out.
And you listen to this. This is in the second half. This is one of our possessions. After we done field goal, which is
Stupid.
conservative.
Which one's 4th and 3? You might as well just go.
Yeah. This is the third possession of the second half. Dom Richardson, 3-yard run. Dom Richardson, 2-yard run. And Spencer Sanders, loss of 1. Punt.
Which that play call right there, it's a QB option. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
So it was a read option?
Yeah.
And next,
Yeah, he just held it and ran straight into the ground.
I'll never understand when you're up 11 in that spot trying to make a 2-possession game a 2-possession game. That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
No other team will play in the Big 12 will do that. Not
Yeah.
another team.
you look at Texas Tech and Baylor, how they played us, having that 4th and 3. They're not playing
Dykes
that.
did it 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
They went for it on
Yeah.
4th and
5.
1 or 4th and 2 from our 10-yard line. They
Yeah.
could have kicked the easy field goal and they didn't get it.
Yeah.
Also, in the first half, we ran like a lot of trick plays.
Yeah, it's crazy. The whole playbook was open and then it got
Yeah,
shut.
and then in the second half, it seemed like we ran the same 5 plays every
And
possession.
if something worked, we stopped it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, Jaden Nixon just ran for 15 yards. Let's take him out.
yeah.
And then the other thing I will never understand is not going for 2 in overtime.
Yeah.
There's 2 reasons. You're on the road, so you've already got that against you, and we could not stop them. I don't know why you think you could go into another overtime scenario and think that you're going to get a stop or you're going to score when we had barely got across the 50 the whole second half. I don't understand. And we had that perfect 2-point play last week against Tech. I guarantee you, when you go to those overtimes, because the new rules where it's the 2 points back and back, you're going to have at least 3 plays where you're like, we should score on these every single play. That's when you run it right there.
Yeah. And I mean, it starts in the second overtime, so why not just start with the first one?
Exactly. Just
For
end it
yourself.
right there.
Yeah.
We're not going to stop them. There's no way.
Yeah.
Just,
You have to
just
force
end it
them.
in the game in your own hands. If you don't get it, the fans aren't going to come at you, and that also takes away from the conservative look.
Great game here, I can't lie. I was flipping back and forth with this one. I picked Bama. All of y'all picked Tennessee. I'm not a Bama lover. I don't like them at all. But that was a terrible ref game, in my opinion. I don't know. That's all I can say.
There was one targeting call that they didn't call targeting that I think definitely should have been targeting.
Yeah.
Because Kendall Daniels did the exact same thing.
I thought there was no way that when Bryce Young just threw it up into the end zone that was pass interference on Tennessee, but they called that.
I thought it was
Yeah, that was bad.
PI on Alabama.
Yeah, it was just a terrible
The
ref
Tennessee offense almost looks like the 2019 LSU team.
game. Yeah.
Like they may score every possession. If that.
Yeah, and that that Alabama DB room is not even it's a great DB room. Jordan Battle, Eli Ricks, those are two great. Eli Ricks doesn't play anyways, but you think he would? He was disgusting at LSU.
And you'd think it was just a terribly defended game, but if you go look at the highlights, the QBs when they're throwing the ball, there's 8 players in their backfield.
Yeah.
They're just going under heavily pressure and they're delivering.
Yeah, and Jahmyr Gibbs, gross.
Yeah,
He's gross.
Did anyone realize Jalen?
Yes.
Had height? I didn't realize he had
Yeah.
5 touchdowns.
6 catches and 5 touchdowns.
See, I didn't get to watch this game either, so this is nuts.
They were all just bombs.
Also,
A
didn't
lot of them
realize,
he was wide open, and one he caught a 30-yard pass and was just gone.
also didn't realize Alabama missed a 30-yarder.
Yeah.
Or not 30-yarder, a 50-yarder
That must have been
with 3 minutes left.
yeah.
Field goal that Tennessee kicked to win the game was spinning sideways.
Yeah,
That was a knuckleball. wasn't it?
it was bad.
You guys saw where they threw the goalpost in the river. I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure everyone's
Yeah,
seen
that
that.
kicker missed an extra point earlier in the game.
That
too.
too.
Bad.
The Tennessee one did.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Hendon Hooker had a bad handoff, and
Nobody picked up the ball.
yeah, Alabama just ran it
Steve
in.
Sword.
And that's when you knew it was this is the most Bama thing you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Is they get on Tennessee's own, 10-yard line, they get to run in for a touchdown. It was just the most
And
Alabama
that was
thing
like
ever.
Hooker 80-yard bomb.
Yeah.
It was not
Clemson's
close.
gonna lose the game. I'm 100%.
I just they have nobody left.
The problem is that
Yeah,
was
they-
well, Syracuse might give them a run, maybe.
Notre Dame
They've already played Wake Forest and NC State.
Notre Dame lost to Stanford this week, so I don't know.
Well, no, I'm not saying Notre Dame's good.
Yeah, I know.
They
They
lost
have,
at home.
To Stanford.
they have the talent
Who is
any
what,
day to
1,
turn
2,
it
and
around.
4?
They are now, yeah.
Exactly.
They were a one-win team going into the game.
Miami could be good if they want to be.
If they
just
want to
kinda
be,
suck.
But the problem with Miami is they thought Tyler Van Dyke was going to be disgusting, and
He's
he's
that guy.
He's just not good.
Not that guy.
We've all kind of said this going into this year that Penn State's overrated. I think we've all said that for a long
Oh,
time.
But we thought it with Michigan too.
Well, yeah,
And they
that's
kind of
true.
proved they weren't.
Well, Blake Corum's just the running back room in general is
Yeah,
disgusting.
that was when Urban Meyer was like, they're not going to be able to run the ball at Penn State, but 400.
What does he know? Donovan Edwards, that's his name. He was good too. He was
Yeah,
technically.
he buzzed
They had
one,
55 carries as a team.
And then they get the ball back,
Yeah,
and then
rushing
Corum bust one for 60 yards.
Jesus.
I didn't realize the Clemson game.
Did
was
Sean
gonna be
Clifford
close.
get hurt or did he get pulled?
I stopped.
I don't know.
watching.
I stopped watching.
Who?
Did Sean Clifford get hurt or did he get pulled?
I don't think he got pulled because it was.
Oh, was it just
Just
too?
out of reach.
Was it too ugly? Okay.
It-
Unless
it
it was too
was.
ugly, if he just sucked.
He also-
That's why Jordan Love played possession yesterday.
He also pulled a Daniel Jones. He had a easy 60-yard touchdown to run.
tripped over his own foot.
He just. I mean, he didn't trip over, but he was so slow, and then
His body got too far in front of his feet.
exactly, and then they tackled him. This is a game that we've all been waiting for, and it just happens to happen on the week that we lose. So you hate to see that.
Hey, it's helpful. It's helpful though.
Did anyone watch it?
It's so helpful.
I watched the first half and then fell asleep.
Alright, I watched the whole thing. And my dad, I got his input. As much as he's OU fan, as much as he hates Caleb Williams and Lincoln Riley and Mario for leaving, he said they are dang good. And if you watched Caleb, he's ridiculous.
No, it's
He's
at no
ridiculous.
point is it their offense's fault.
And
It's not their
he's
offense's fault.
running full sprint, throws an 80-yard bomb down the field, hits him in the basket. And
When you put up 42, you should never lose.
Yeah, you know why they won? Because Utah coach has nuts, and he went for 2, and they won the game because he went for 2.
USC is behind us now.
They
They
are.
are, but
But
they got nobody else to play.
yeah.
Yeah, but we have everybody to play, so I mean that could be a good or
Exactly.
that could be
If we
a
both
good
went out,
If we win this weekend, I think we're good.
I was so
Absolutely in the driver's seat.
impressed that we didn't drop more. I
Oh,
know we
yeah,
lost
no.
another 13.
I knew we wouldn't drop more.
I fully thought we'd be like 15.
No.
I thought 14 was really what we were.
I fully thought they'd drop us 8 spots.
We're almost.
I thought we'd drop 2 spots if we won the game.
I think we're fine.
No, I'm
We're
really
about
fine
to
where
find
we're at.
Yeah, we are.
This week we were telling you.
Yeah.
We just have to win most of our games quite convincingly. I think.
I think a 2-loss team may make the Big 12 championship.
No, I'm not talking
He's
about
saying
Big 12
playoffs.
championship.
We
I'm
ain't
talking
making
about
the
No,
playoffs.
we're not.
No, but he's right. The 2-loss team
No, chill.
It just
Just
depends
make
on
it
who you lose to.
Yeah, because now Baylor and OU are basically out of the Big 12.
TCU fans are horrible, by the way.
Why?
They're so
Because
mean.
If
Oh.
if Texas beats us and we both have 2 losses, they have to head-to-head.
Yeah.
So that's why this week's very
Yeah, it is very
Because
important.
then you can drop one and be fine.
I'm shocked. There was a big tweet on Twitter, and it was like, "Thank you OSU fans, like y'all were amazing."
I'd
But
say those are the worst fans in college football.
No good.
That's not. There's nobody worse than. Were they worse than Texas fans?
You not see all the Tennessee stories about them
Yeah, no, Tennessee.
beating up and
Oh,
doing all
really?
kinds of things?
Tennessee, Big T was talking on Barstool about how the media hates Tennessee, and I'm like, "There's a good reason you are 15. When was the last time they beat Alabama? Wasn't it 15 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're now acting like they're the national champions for beating
I
Alabama.
keep seeing videos of like the players hitting the fans. I'm like, get out of their face! They
Yeah.
just lost the game. Get out
Yeah.
of their face! You're asking.
And they're like, "Well, you go to the Natty this year?" I'm like, "Oh, they've won 7 since
They're
you're
so,
gone."
they're so spoiled and privileged. They just
Yeah,
they just hit fans
I,
right in his face.
Tennessee is good, but I think they'll lose the game.
I saw Tennessee fans saying they're going to win the
The only
SEC
game
in
they-
baseball,
the
basketball,
only
and
game they
football
probably
this year.
lose is freaking Georgia.
Yeah, they did put Georgia in.
They'll probably kill Ole Miss.
They'll probably kill Kentucky too. They don't even have to play Ole Miss.
I could see,
Really?
I could see them beating
That's lucky for them too.
That is.
beating somebody.
So who? You say who beats them?
Georgia
Yeah.
probably beats them.
I could see them losing to somebody other than Georgia.
Their side of the SEC is god awful.
Sneak up on them.
I mean,
Other than those two teams, the best team on that side is like.
they got. Hold on. UT
Florida.
Martin is next, actually.
They have to play UT Martin.
Next.
Watch out.
Yeah,
Kentucky,
Kentucky stinks.
Georgia,
Yes.
Missouri,
No.
South Carolina,
No.
Vanderbilt.
No.
There you go.
That's it.
So you,
So if they're a 2-loss team,
but who's their other loss?
Yeah,
You
Georgia's
said-
their only one.
if they make it to the SEC championship.
Oh,
Georgia would make it.
Oh yeah.
I saw the scenario. 4 SEC teams were making the playoffs.
yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because Ole Miss can make it because they don't have to.
Oh no, Ole Miss is.
But then there's also a scenario where 4 non-SEC teams can make it.
That'd be amazing.
Be great.
See, I
Undefeated
think-
Ohio State, undefeated Clemson, undefeated TCU, and undefeated.
TCU is not making the playoffs.
UCLA.
Well, it was.
Oregon.
Yeah, UCLA.
I promise you.
If UCLA was undefeated, I'll.
They would honestly love to have UCLA in
TCU might lose to Texas.
That's at Texas.
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Texas.
I bet they did lose to Texas.
Yeah.
Texas
Is-
is nice.
We may not. I'm
Hmm?
gonna make. We may
Texas.
not see TCU in the Big 12 if we. Make
That's
it.
be hard
That will
because
be.
they have the tiebreaker over us.
That is-
We'd have to
yeah.
win out, but
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
Hey, they can.
I think they could lose at Tech.
I think they could lose to K State.
They could lose to
Maybe.
anybody. We could lose to anybody.
Yeah, we could lose at Kansas.
God. All right.
We could have been undefeated and still lose in Norman. So
I would much rather not be undefeated than lose. To, like if we were undefeated and then lost to OU, I'd.
Oh, I'd
I
literally.
promise you we would because
hurt
we used to do the
myself.
same thing to them when it was the BCS and they'd be undefeated and all they had to do was beat us. We'd beat them.
Yeah, no, I would not do that.
Oh, I saw a lot of OU fans like celebrating this win like crazy, and I was just kind of like,
Doesn't look pretty.
yeah. I mean, 42-52 is not pretty at all.
No, but their offense is pretty good.
Yeah, Dylan Gabriel's pretty.
I'd say 42
that
for
was Gabriel
Kansas
back
against
this-
OU.
yeah,
Still,
for you?
still very good. I don't care if they lost.
Did Jalen Daniels play for Kansas?
No,
Oh.
Jason.
That's Bean right there in the picture.
Oh, that is Bean. If Jalen Daniels plays,
Bean is good. He makes those
Stupid
mistakes.
passes.
If Jalen Daniels
Yeah.
plays, is it
Or like
different score?
No, I don't think so.
If Jalen Daniels plays,
Because I think OU
yeah.
let off the gas a little bit.
Okay.
Look, they scored 35.
Iowa State, Texas.
Choke job. Iowa State.
Yeah, Iowa State kind of got. Well, Xavier Hutchinson should just catch the ball.
Gosh, dang.
If you want to be a first round receiver, you know you got to catch that.
Catch the
ball.
football.
Yeah. Also, the dude
Brad
went off
Johnson.
against us last year.
We still will.
I will say this is a little weird, but we are not favored against Texas.
Yeah.
They're favored by 6. Gary.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Quinn looked like a freshman, but he still has his moments where he looks really good.
Yeah. He's up and down. Bijan's Bijan.
Can we tackle Bijan? Can we tackle Worthy?
Yeah.
Can we tackle those two in open space?
We pretty much played the same team last year on the road. so-
We did. Except they
Except
got
that-
Ewers.
Yeah, except they had Casey Thompson. last
Ed
year.
Casey.
West Virginia stunned Baylor.
Yeah, that was
Thursday.
nice.
That didn't
And,
look good for us.
No, it doesn't. It looks terrible for us.
Arkansas beat BYU.
Yeah.
BYU let me down this season. I really thought they were gonna be good.
Huh? Thank y'all for watching.